Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go. Was sort of hoping that you'd stay. Baby, we both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day.
I don't really think it makes that much of a difference to me as such, but for businesses it could be bad, and for people who were exporting to the EU it could be bad, and other than that it hasn't really made too much of a difference apart from the house prices and the economy, I'd say.
I actually feel pretty depressed, to be honest.
50-50. It's a good and bad thing if we make it. Like, say, trading lords, they're going to be tighter. People from UK going over to Europe on travel, or say bands going to tour, it's going to be a little bit more strict.
Possibly.
The timing was fine.
Because there was only about, I think David Cameron mentioned it the year before, am I right? And then there was, say, a couple of months.
But I feel like there were so many different and opposing points of view that were just so kind of forced.
Before, of debate, before we actually got a chance, and like the Leave campaign was going around saying we're going to get this money back, we're going to get this, we're going to get that, and the Stay campaign didn't really get a chance to say what what would actually happen. They were just sort of trying to scaremonger us into voting a certain way.
That people kind of were left unsure of who they should vote for, because there's so many conflicting, points of view. I've said that already, but opposing points of reference, arguments. So many opposing arguments that and at the end of the day, I felt like I didn't know who to listen to.
Having seen what happened after, with the economy going down and other countries saying they're not going to trade with us and things like that, I would have probably voted to stay. Beforehand, that might have been different. I wasn't too sure before.
No. I think, we had the vote. Let's make the best of what happened. We can do it, I think. Again, we do have to, think about the rest of the country and not ourselves, work together kind of thing, but no, I think it's cool how it's ended up.
It could affect them because of not being able to trade and things like that, but I think in the long run everyone will get used to it.
I think that obviously it's something for future generations to learn from. They can look at this as a learning curve. So if things end up worse, or they can use it, even if it's a good thing, they can use that as a way to progress, and use, say, tactics and strategies that was used in the Brexit.
It might be the same, or maybe even better for future generations who don't really know yet.
If this feeling flows both ways.
Yeah, I think it could be a good thing to happen. I think the government don't let younger people vote because they think they'd vote irresponsibly. There are a lot of adults who vote irresponsibly as well.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get some immature votes, but with adults you're going to get some immature votes. So,
just because, they think that guy, he just looks cool or something, So giving it to some younger people might be a good idea, but I won't give it to people too young, just sort of about 16. I don't know if you go any further than that,
It could be a way of kind of showing a more sophisticated and serious side to the country for younger ages, and that might help them later on in life to make a decision.
feeling flows both ways. Sad
No, I don't really, because she could be a good prime minister, and she probably will be, but there should have really been a general election.
Yeah, I mean, she took charge. I don't know too much, but I feel like it's, you know, it's kind of been out of our hands, which may be good. There hasn't been as much. I haven't seen as much conflict between the public in this outcome, and she can do her best. She can try and really be good at her job, and hey, if that happens, that'll be cool.
When people voted for the Conservatives back at the general election, David Cameron was Prime Minister, and now he's not there anymore, and we've got another Prime Minister who we didn't vote for. The Conservative Party voted for her, and we didn't get the chance.
They tell us we're not big enough as a country, we're not strong enough as a country to make our own laws, to make our own trade deals, to control our own borders, and to be the masters of our own destiny.
to what one know if this
I run a business which could get affected by that decision, so it goes from emotion to logic quite quickly. I'm gutted, to be honest.
I think in the short term it's almost definitely negative, but in the long term it might turn out to be positive.
Up to us, I think. Like we can make it positive.
You can't really say at the moment, but you know, when the other countries get used to it, and when Britain gets used to it and the government, it might be a good thing.
It happened, so we got to work with it. I think we can make this a positive thing.
always do. Maybe I'm too busy being
We're up here at the moment, we'll go down slightly, but we're Brits, we're English, we're used to that sort of thing, we're fighters.
It's likely, I think, it's going to go down even more when we get closer to actually leaving. You know, when they get closer to triggering Article 50.
Economy. Again, I don't know too much on, but I'd say like working on us as a country. So looking at what we're spending, what our governments are spending, where our money is actually going. Looking at, say, lower tax for the rich, like working on things like that in our country, and then looking at helping, say, families from other countries, helping them if they need it.
I think, isn't it? So when they get closer to triggering that, the economy will probably go down even further.
So focusing on us first, our economy, may be helpful for other countries as well.